respond the best way that I can, because I surely don't have anything to do with that. I don't even know how to start to answer your question about that. I can answer your question about our infrastructure. We have a lot of old buildings in need of repair. Some buildings that need to be torn down and new ones need to be built. And that's a funding issue that we're dealing with the state. Like the assistant superintendent for business said, they're doing a lot of cuts, especially in projects that we had ready to go once the new governor took office. Those projects were taken off the board. I really don't know how to answer your questions about pollution. You know, I'm not an expert in that, and you know, I don't even know who you can go to. Maybe I can ask Mr. Butler. He's the aide to Assemblywoman Tucker. Maybe he can direct you, or they can direct someone to you to answer your questions about pollution in general.
Gotta go to EPA. You have to go to EPA.
Let me clear. My question to you is, if pollution and the air the kids are breathing is contaminated, thank you.
Well, I don't know that it's contaminated. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Where the yards are sinking, it looks like sinkhole condition to us. It's called a porous condition, and Mr. Spruill lives in the area where he has taken actual photos, and they've been given to the department in Trenton. They haven't come back with a final report, but there's a definite condition that emits vapors, which does, because it is generated through the brook, affect the entire area. They told us a 20-mile area. So that's basically all of us in the whole town. The town is only 2.8 square miles. How to abate that, I don't know. Mrs. Greggs is here. She was part of the people working with Mr. Spruill to get some abatement by now. We called in other people from environmental committees, including Ms. Gaddy, and hopefully we'll get some resolved, because it is an issue, and it is a very serious issue, and it could be why we're having people who are having problems of asthma and other viral infections and that kind of thing going on. We would hope that it's not going to be such a toxic condition that we find that a school has to be closed because we can't open it anymore and there's no other place to go. So that's where we are now. But we know that the town doesn't have the resources to fix anything. So it's an issue. Currently, Assemblyman Caputo is trying to be involved with it, and Mayor Smith did say that recently. We have time for maybe 2 more questions.
That's also one of my concerns is the brook, and you're getting ready to fix the field. Well, one of my concerns is that brook is so close to that field. How is that going to affect with you even, doing the field? So I'd like to have more information, or you to have more meetings with the community and let them know what exactly is going to be going into the field that you're going to do. Will it be open up to the community to do walks or whatever? But one of my concerns is if that field is going to be drained, is that drain going to be draining into the brook that's already contaminated? So some of these questions you may not have, but I'd like to see them come back and meet with the community and discuss anything. Because I don't want anything on that field. I want the right stuff on the field for our kids. Yes, I commend you for bringing them in, and I commend them to doing this, but I don't want anything there. Our kids are important to us, and what go on, we want that. My other question is concerning Madison Avenue School. What's the status of that? What happened to that? Why did they close it? Will it ever open back up? Could you inform us a little bit like that? And another one of my concerns, I listened to all the committees come up and everything, and I commend their reports, very good, thank you. But how much community knows about this, right? Because this is coming your problem with people not feeling comfortable about the Board of Education. and everything. They don't meet, you're not meeting with the community. Yeah, you have your meetings, but when you have your meetings, you got this much time to talk, and it's not enough. Have community meetings with the community. You don't have to wait for NAACP to have a meeting to talk about our kids. Because just like they're your kids, they're our kids too. And we care and we love them too. And we like to know what's going on with them. I don't have any kids in school, but I still love the kids here in this district.
Okay. Some quick, easy answers. Number one, the people who are building the track and field is a company called Lantec. That's the same company that built Giant Stadium. They're professionals at what they do. The company that's financing the field, or the bank that's financing it, they had to go out and get a professional who knows what they do. They don't specialize in building fields. So they went out and got Lantec. Lantec is the company that's building the field. Same people who built Giant Stadium. As far as will the water be running off into the brook, I'm glad you asked that question. We cover this in our monthly meeting. So let me just say, I don't want anyone to wait till the NAACP meeting. We have monthly meetings. We have public meetings. Please come to the meetings. We go over this at the meetings. We film all the meetings and put it on our local TV station. So we try to make sure we get the information out there the best way that we can. And I just want everyone to know this is a new day here. Whatever happened before, it really doesn't matter to me. You know, we want to try to, I'm sorry? Okay, let me just finish. You know, we really want to come to terms with the community, and we want things to be in order. Because this is about all of us. It's not about, you know, individuals. This is about all of us. And to answer your question about Madison Avenue School, it was slated to be torn down and rebuilt. State came in, approved it, had us move the kids to another school. Christie came in and changed his mind, froze the program. School was just sitting there. We do have a new plan for the school, and I will have either Dr. Hackett or Mr. Lamptey speak about the new plan for the school. Reggie?
Possibly use it for an alternative school. The current alternative school we have is a night school. And I mean, you know what the dangers of the kids not going to school in the morning when everybody's in school and they have to come at night. So we're trying to refurbish the building so we can use it for an alternative school during the day. And possibly admit kids from other school districts so that it would possibly become like a revenue generating item. But we hit a snag with that. The state doesn't allow the former Abbott school districts to refurbish buildings. Initially when we asked, they said, sure, you can do that. The last time we had a meeting with them, they said, well, wait a minute, you can't. So we have the county superintendent, because we're not the only district that requested to refurbish a building within the community. So we have some people lobbying. Maybe hopefully they might change the law, or we will get away.
Okay.
Members to come up and talk about the construction, but see, it was a game plan, because when they came up, you had people there from the state that were talking about jobs over $200,000, and black contractors not have the facilities and the bonding. Man, black contractors just got in the recent years that they could get bonding, period. They were no company would bond the black contract until a few years ago. And but all of these jobs were required with bonding and so forth. And you all know that before you invite us in. You know.
I mean, it's state law.
Okay. Okay. My name is October Huntley, and I'm the president of the Urban Ohio PTSA. Basically, I just wanted to say, as far as board meetings, I usually attend all the board meetings. And one thing I can say about this board, they are very approachable, and they are very friendly as far as, like, for example, the last board meeting, someone went to the mic, and the process is usually you're supposed to speak on agenda items only. But the person actually spoke about something and had an issue and concern, and had nothing to do with the agenda item.
And I'm sitting in the back, and even Ms. Briggs was sitting right next to me, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, this is not the process. But Mr. Vauss actually allowed the person to speak, and didn't even cut the person off. I mean, it was way past 3 minutes, the time limit. And he granted them, you know, the time and permission, and he actually gave them the courtesy to speak, and he addressed their issues and concerns. Also, if you go to the schools, usually right in the front lobby, you can see tables that our parent coordinators have set up for all sorts of information where you can attend PTA meetings. We actually have board members who are liaisons that are assigned to each school that attend the PTA meetings. And I mean, they usually come. I have members here that can vouch for that. They come. So anytime the parents or community have questions, the board members are right there. You know, you can ask questions. So basically, I'm just saying that, you know, sometimes you might have to just, you know, just step out, you know, and attend some of the PTA meetings and the board meetings if you would like to have some sort of communication or dialogue with the board members.